Hey gang, this is a commercially available fuel pump, fuel evacuation pump, or electric siphon. I think it has a couple different names that I bought online, and I love it. It comes in a injection molded case. It's got an AC adapter. It's got a remote switch, so you don't need to be nearby the gas can or the device that you're trying to siphon fuel out of or into. It's got alligator clips with a 12-volt connector for the adapter. It's got every combination of hoses that you'd possibly need to try to get fuel out of something. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is I had wanted to use this to get oil out of my outboards and out of the jet skis. And I called the company and they said, absolutely do not use this with oil. It'll work poorly one time and then never work again. So I really wanted something just like this for doing oil. My buddy Pete let me borrow his evac system, and it's basically the same SureFlow type of pump on top of a jug, and it sucks the oil out of your motor and deposits in the jug. And it worked real well. The only improvement I would have made to that system was if it could evacuate the oil into a container that I would want to bring to the recycling center. Today, I'm going to make one, and I bought basically the same pump that my buddy Pete has on top of his. It's the SureFlow pump made for oil. And it came without any connectors on it. So what I did was figure out, really wanted to use this AC adapter setup that I have for the gas one, and it had, I think this may be a VHF connection. The only thing I'm missing is a nice blow molded case. So if you're like me, you likely have half a dozen of these blow molded cases from various hand tools that for some reason the tool never goes back in the case, or the tool died and you forgot to throw out the case, or you feel bad about putting this much plastic in the landfill. So I'm going to take this one. It's maybe a little deeper than I need. But the only one complaint I have about this gas evacuation system is I love the case, the notion of the case, but once you get the hoses never go back in as tightly as they did from the manufacturer. Alright, so I think I figured out how I want to mount this. There's some raised portions in this blow molded case that are about a 1/2 inch deep. So I found a flat spot where I could put the pump, where I like how the hoses end up laying. And I'm going to drill some holes, and what I've done is these are basically drywall anchors, and I shaved them on the belt sander to be about a 1/2 inch deep. So I'm going to drill 4 holes here. We'll push these anchors in. Wow, that's way more snug than I thought it would be. I'm now ready for my next oil change. I won't have to pull the boat out of the water. Do this right through the dipstick. This guy will go into the dipstick. This guy will go into my 5-gallon jug, and I'll be able to bring that right to the recycling center. Perfect. So we're here on the boat, and we got this, we got my little extractor set up, and you can see the output is going into this old Army gas jug. I tucked the line under in there, under the handle, just so it wouldn't pull out. Got my Yamaha 4.2 liter, 300 horsepower V6 all warmed up. Ready. This switch came with a little plunger switch, so I just have to squeeze it. Make sure it's plugged in. And there's the oil coming through. You see it on the camera? Okay, motor's warm. Pull out the dipstick. Check the time. So it ended up taking 10 minutes to get rid of 7+ quarts of oil out of each motor, but it was 10 minutes that I could go do something else. So I believe this homemade evac kit was well worth the time, and I'm going to get a lot of use out of it. If you enjoyed this content, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you very much. Tight lines to all.